on your back. We're working on half guard right now. We're gonna start just with a drill for the bottom person of like a common way to recover from a bad half guard, okay? So person on top, you've defeated the knee shield. You can just pull it out of the way, put it behind your body, and you've defeated the bottom knee shield. So my knee's in front of his leg. And now I start to underhook and think about going chest to chest, and your partner is going to recover from this position. And we're just gonna practice this right here. Okay, so I'm gonna coach Danny through it. While I'm trying to put Danny flat, he's insisting on staying on his side. Go ahead and scoot out, good. And now the way he's gonna recover this underhook is by bringing his arm all the way above his head. So bring your, yes, all the way above his head, passing it in front of my chest, and then leading with his elbow to pierce between my body and his body and lift me above his head, just like that, okay? This is a really easy way you guys can recover from a smash half guard before it's gotten too bad, okay? So you're starting just knees down. You're gonna clear both knee shields. Look how I pull this top knee past my body. I step over the bottom leg. I'm underhooking, and as I'm looking to put my partner flat, I'm driving into the shoulder. You're staying on your side. You're bringing your arm above the head, and you're driving with your elbow to bring your partner above your head, just like this. So we're just doing that over and over. Let's go this way a little bit. On your back, facing this way. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Back out. Can I pause for a second?
Yeah.
Right now, both of your shoulders are flat on the mat. Mm-hmm. Your first objective is not to go flat. Yeah. Yes. You see how Alistair is driving your shoulder in? Yeah. Use this foot on the ground to move your hips out and insist on this bring. Yes, exactly. But come back a second, because that's going to be kind of hard to do. Go ahead and get your underhook, Alistair. Yes. You're passing your arm in front of his head and then leading with your elbow between your body and his body. Yes. Okay. And that kind of short action with your arm is what's going to let you get that underhook. Okay. It's going to be hard to pummel. So if you go back to the underhook and you just try to get your hand in there, it's like it's not mechanically sound. So you're going all the way above. Yes, exactly. Good, beautiful. Yeah, you can go there, hell yeah. Guys, look at me real quick, please. Whenever we're doing this drill, use your non-pummeling hand to block the crossface. So we're just controlling on the bicep. Because if he connects his hands to us, it's gonna be really hard for us to get our arm in front. We're gonna get head and arm choked. So I want you guys to block the crossface and just kind of frame, and then turn onto your side, and then you leave yourself room to work your arm in front. Back elbow towards your head to get him above your head. And now we've got our underhook, okay? Does that make sense? 1, 2, 3, here we go. Last week we were working what's called octopus guard. It's basically just like a fancy half guard where you're facing away from your opponent. Instead of facing their upper body and passing this way, I'm facing his legs and passing this way, okay? There's a lot of ways you can get to this position. I would say one of the most useful ways is when they get an underhook back on you. When you're playing this game here of pummeling underhooks and then they get an underhook on you and you're kind of stuck here, you don't want to keep trying to drive them down because they're winning this current position. You want to change the position. So I'm going to do what's called a back step. Look at my left leg. I lean forward and I pummel, and I'm closing his legs together so that I can push myself back. You can keep your underhook. Push myself back and drop to the other side, whereas underhook is not useful, okay? From this position, I can drop down to my elbow, hug his head under his shoulder, and then use my hand on his knee and my free foot to start to hip escape out and free my leg. From this side. I'm working my half guard. He gets the underhook. Boom. Look at how I already pummeled. Look, I'm keeping his legs together. If I don't pummel and hook his leg like this, if I just swing my leg, which is very intuitive, like this, and Danny opens his left leg and kicks it up as high as he can in the air, kick it up, I go straight into back control. So I have to close his legs together. So I lean forward. I'm already on my hands. Try to open your legs now. And it opens up my path to go to this reverse half position. There are a ton of options from here. We're just gonna finish with a simple pass. I'm hugging his head. Look at how I grip under his armpit, and I'm driving my shoulder in his face, pulling his knees to me. Look how I'm reaching right behind his knee. Keep your legs locked. Here we go. And I'm using my foot on his bottom leg to free my knee, or free my foot. Now I roll back into his face with my shoulder, and I go to side control. You're working with your instep to capture his thigh. Yes, that's perfect. Yeah, good. And now you're dropping your hips to the other side. Good, good. Hugging his, not his neck. Yeah. You want your shoulder resting on his face so he looks in this direction. So I reach middle finger in his armpit. Okay. And now see how your shoulder rests right on his head and it controls the direction he's looking. Now pause. You don't want his legs straight up and down because it'll be really difficult to get his legs out. Okay. You want his face to turn that way with your shoulder, and you want his legs, you know that stretch you do? Yeah. It makes you really powerless and uncomfortable. You're trying to do that to him. Okay. Scoot your hips out using this leg. There we go. Now start kicking that bottom leg. Okay. There you go, and then you turn back into him. Good. Okay. Nice. Use your underhook to stay on your side. Because like the purpose of the underhook is to be on your side. If you're not on your side, he can use the crossface, and your underhook isn't, like mechanically you want to be on your side with an underhook. There you go. Just lean forward. Don't think about like leaning onto him. Watch me, watch me.
So you want me to like?
Yeah, well go flat, okay? This, you can have your arm under mine, but if you're flat and I can access your head, I can win the battle of keeping you flat because you're giving me access to the underhook. So anytime you get an underhook, you're lifting me above your head and you're staying on your side, and that's the strength in the position here. So you're kind of hiding your head or building up to your elbow, you know? Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So once we're here, I'm rocking way forward like this. And I'm just pummeling my foot all the way to his hip without like displacing my weight, like that. And now I push myself back down, like this. And I was thinking about the hook earlier. I think that's the purpose of pulling the leg to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think if you stay too long here, they can underhook here.
And they kind of start lifting you.
Yeah, they'll start.
On my...
Exactly. I think if they do lift like that, like put the hook in, I think you need to sit back up and then pummel.
Got it.
And then you can go back into the knee cut. But it's really, really important that you have this crossface, but you also pull his leg to you. This will kind of like, it's the first thing you want to do. And that's what you're going to do as a bottom person. You're going to constantly be pulling my leg this way.
Yeah,
so
and trying to get this.
Yeah, so it's a battle of kind of pulling their legs to you.
Got it.
You know?
And then here, it's a big push here.
Yeah, it's like you really are just a big leg press.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna work one more attack from here. I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like. Head on this side. Okay, so this is where like the strength of this position is. It's like a little bit easier to pass half guard, especially if they like to underhook, but also it opens up their back. So we're in the same situation. We're getting chest to chest. We're passing conventionally with an underhook, and they pummel and they get their own underhook. We can't keep playing this game. You're gonna lose here. This is really, you gotta change the position. So we hit our back step, we lean forward. So we have room with our leg to hook, and make it safe for us to push ourselves back into a reverse half guard. But now, instead of hugging the head with our right arm, we're gonna pummel our hand to the top, and we're gonna post at the end of their elbow. See this? Now I'm walking his arm above his head at the furthest point of his arm so he doesn't have strength to bring it down. This is a common mistake. People go here, and then the person just closes over your arm and you can never get it up. So we post at the end. Bring your arm down like this, and we walk it up until our lat is laying on his tricep. Now my next objective, once I have his arm behind my shoulder, is my right knee. This knee goes to the floor, and this is gonna be our first hook. See this? I pull it out and I post on it. I go under his arm, I walk his arm above his head. Now I start to lift myself, post my knee on the floor, and my hand that's posting controls his neck, and I start lifting, and my other hand just tucks right here. And now as I start to roll through, I'm gonna use the weight of my body, kind of like ball and chain falling in this direction, to pick him up and put him on top of me. Look. Underhook the shoulder, hip escape to adjust, control the wrists, and get the choke. On this side? Head here, there we go. Under the arm, far, look how I'm just making a pillar under his elbow. And I start to walk it up. I'm using my body leaning too. See this? Try to bring your arm down. Common mistake people make. They do something that looks similar, but they actually lay on the armpit. Bring your arm down now. This is gonna be super annoying. You wanna lay here on the furthest point. Bring your arm down now. Total control. He lost all strength in this position. Post your hand, lift your hips, put your knee to the floor. Boom. His back is exposed. I'm thinking about going around here and taking it. My hand hooks his neck, right here. My other hand tucks so I can get ready to take his shoulder. And there's momentum here. Look at it full speed, look. My hand on his neck kind of pulls him off the mat, and my hook pops his hips on top of my hips. And now in the scramble, I'm thinking about getting this first, pack the back grip, and controlling the wrist. It's gonna give me the most problems. Beat the bottom knee shield, beat the top knee shield, pummel my underhook. He's ahead of me, he re-pummels. Lean forward, make space for my hook. Back step, boom. Start walking his arm up, laying high on his tricep. Knee goes to the floor, cupping his neck. Okay, post this hand on the ground. Yeah, and like lift yourself high. Keep this hook in. And this, your fingers go on his neck. Yes, this goes under here, yes. And now when you throw yourself over, you're gonna pull him on top of you with your right hand. Yeah, so you're cupping his neck. Boom, there we go. This hand is going under the shoulder. Yeah, that's why it was kind of buried under his back. If you go all the way up, yes, I can't get up to my elbow. Yeah. So now you can take my back. Exactly.
All the way to the other side.
Beautiful. Nice. There you go.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to.
The hand that's on the neck is pulling them on top of you, but this hand is gonna stop them from continuing to rotate. Okay. So look, say if I do it on you, okay. Boom. So say I'm here, I walk your arm up, I'm cupping. Look, as I pull through, if I stop here, you see how you start, just keep rotating that way, like this. Yeah, go to your knees. See, that's how you're gonna get out. You're gonna keep rotating. So that hand, the other hand that I tuck, is for this. Now try to rotate to your right, rotate to your left. See, I have cross-body control, and now I can get the choke. So it's just waiting to stop the rotation.
That far side arm.
Yes. As soon as you pull them up, you're hugging it.
Okay.
And you'll feel like they can't run away anymore. There you go. You're good. Yeah.
This hand goes.
Just right there, you're just getting it ready to go under and grab his shoulder. Now this knee's gonna jump all the way over here, and as you fall, pull, underhook his shoulder, pull it to you. There you go.
Yep.
Yes, and now, hold on, don't put your hook in yet. Use your left foot on the mat to adjust a little bit. Hip escape that way. Move your hips out this way. Yeah, see how he starts to fall a little bit? Hip escape a little bit more. Yes, and now put your hook in. There you go.
Nice.
And then to finish this, how do you?
So this hand is going to go all the way around. It's going to pat him on the back. This hand is going to circle and take away the hand that's most useful for him to defend the choke. So you're just going to capture him right here. And you can do a one-handed choke, or you can release this and bring your arm out. Put this hand to your bicep, and this hand slides behind his neck. There we go. And now you're all the way. See how your wrist is bent? Put it all the way behind so your wrist is straight. Yes. Elbows together. There you go. On him. Yes, pull him towards you. There you go. Get him on his side. Look, scoot, scoot, scoot. Till he's on it. Yes, right there. See how his back is more exposed? That's where you want to be. Look here, do the technique on me. I want to teach you something about octopus guard. So your partner back steps. Yes. They pummel their arm inside. Yes. If you don't collapse this arm, this is where a lot of you guys were. You're kind of reaching around the head. See how my arm is clamped down? This is my position. It's 50-50. I can win if I have the ability to get up and move, okay? The reason I can move is because there's no weight on my shoulders. Look, I can get up. But if Danny moves his armpit to the end of I cannot get up from here. This is his position. And the more he pulls me into him, the more of my back he exposes, the more crushed I am, and the easier it is for him to jump to the other side and start to take my back. Okay, so you guys have to emphasize that control. As soon as you start, just take it all. Lay on their arm, wait for a second, see if they can bring it down. If they can't, you're in business, okay?